That was a powerful duo.
When he was in that shower and he was like, "You damn monkeys," I was like, "There you go." He said it.
That was it.
He's done. Calling out all my nerds, freaks, and geeks. It's mob time.
Don't tune in cause it's showtime. Go ahead and call the gang up for the one time. Rap, Phoop, Ryun, got them on the line. And my life's still great, I'm doing just fine. Hands up.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to the Blerd Mob, your hub for all things black and nerdy. I'm your host, Phoop, joined by my two co-hosts, Ryun and Ralph. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any other streaming service, make sure you hit that follow button so you can get updates from the mob.
And if you lovely riverboat soldiers are watching us on YouTube, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those bell notifications for future uploads, and slap the comment section with a folding chair. Let us know how you thought about this episode.
Have y'all seen that TikTok folder? Have y'all seen that TikTok filter where they tell you which person you were at the Montgomery Brawl? I want to be the guy with the folding chair.
You want to go to jail?
He was iconic.
That was funny. Not gonna lie.
You know, folks get sleep on the small details. Did y'all see them old head Q dogs and that one who was throwing punches in slow motion? That's how you knew those dudes are old heads, bro.
They was on it, from the dudes swimming across the river and then got up and still had the energy to throw hands.
Bro, that was full flowing water.
I don't know if y'all seen it.
Yes, bro. He slammed somebody too. He was going hard.
It was so many angles. They pushed the lady in the river. They was trying to hit the other lady in the crack between the dock and the boat. They was trying to get her in there.
Yeah,
bro. We need to stay on Aquaman though. Like, I've seen so many names for him. Jerome Phelps.
C Murder.
Everything.
C Murder is my favorite. C Murder is my favorite.
Bro. That dude swam across real waters, not a pool, got up and fought off them people, slamming them.
He had on full clothing. I mean, jeans, shoes, shirts.
Bro.
So he is fighting with the weight of the clothing after it got wet and still had the energy to go in.
Bro, I know the money in his wallet and his phone got wet. Shout out to IP68 water resistance, bro, because he went ham.
Man, it was so many angles from that video, and I was living it up. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Shout out to the security guards and the police because they let it go. It was until Buddy with the chair hit a woman. That's when it went. That's when he had to get
when the dude hit that lady with that chair, I said, "Yeah, you're done."
Look.
Yeah, you're done. When he hit that lady with that chair, I was like, "Yeah, you're done. Pack it up."
Look, because they let him hit the guys. They was like, "You good for now, but you start slamming on this little white lady, you need to stop. Cut it out. Cut it out,
bro." When I was about to say. The part where first of all, the security guard with the hat signal, like, he threw that hat, and everybody was like, "Oh, I know what that means."
Avengers assemble!
I ain't never seen that in my life, but now if I ever see a hat in the air, it's go time. It's go time.
The dudes took off their shirt when they started skipping down that dock. I said, "Yeah, we're finna get active."
Look, someone described it.
Dudes don't skip. Black men don't skip. But when you see them with their shirt off and they skipping, we're about to get active.
I was watching the show, bro. They described it so perfectly. They said if a black man is skipping, it's because he's charging up. He don't want to run because he's going to be out of breath when he got to hit you. So you got to skip, charge up, you pumping up that gauge.
Walking is too slow. Running takes too much energy. So we going to skip. We gonna get there and we gonna have just enough to whoop your ass.
and you know how we be wearing our sneakers untied. If you run, you might trip. Now your energy down. You got to hit that little skip right there, man.
Yeah. And they got into it. Like, it was the epitome of fuck around and find out.
Absolutely.
Bro, I knew this was so bad because my mom, who predominantly uses Facebook, called me. Ryan! Why didn't you tell me about these folks fighting in Alabama? They dropping women on boats and stuff. You saw the man swimming. I said, Mom, you seen these videos?
That video is everywhere. It is everywhere. It is everywhere.
Bro.
I saw it on Twitter first, then I saw it on Facebook, and then TikTok, being as unserious as it is, making that filter talking about which fighter are you from the Montgomery Brawl. The dudes made a song, Montgomery Brawl.
Bro, did you see the one where they put the Super Smash Brothers theme song on it? It was like new character reveal. That tripped me out.
Yes. They did the dude with the folding chair, the dude swimming across the water,
the group of dudes skipping. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was good shit. That was good to me.
That was
shout out to the girl who was narrating too. Shout out to her.
Yeah,
quality narration and angles. Quality.
It was so many angles.
It was so many angles.
So many angles,
bro. And I heard they doxed the folks who was on that boat. Like I think some of them owned a restaurant, but like one of the owners was like, "I wasn't a part of this. Y'all see, I'm in right here in the video," and I walked away. Nah, you an assailant. Them your homies.
They arrested all of them. I appreciate the Montgomery Police Department for arresting all of them.
Look,
they had to get the dude with the folding chair. They had to get the guy with the chair. But I appreciate that everybody who was on that boat got arrested.
Yeah. They handle business, bro. You can't be. It's modern times. You can't be doing these hate crimes, bro. Right nowadays, you can't be doing that no more.
My whole thing is that y'all was in the wrong. The dude was just doing his job to tell y'all that, hey, y'all gotta move y'all boat because the riverboat finna come. That's anywhere. He just doing his job. And for y'all to act a fool and y'all in the wrong, y'all got what y'all deserve.
Mm-hmm. And good Samaritan law is going to protect everybody else who defended him too.
Exactly. Y'all jumped this man for what? Because he told y'all to move y'all boat?
Because he did his job that he don't get paid enough for.
Exactly. That's crazy.
And now he finna sue them and make him some money. If they own a boat, he finna get some money. Whole life finna change.
I hope he strips them dry.
Everything. Get their 401k.
They have so many angles. There's no story that you can tell to invalidate that.
I think that lawyer, what's his name, Bill Crump or whatever. I think he on the case helping him out, and he make folks money. Make folks some money.
I hope he gets every dime. I hope they strip him. I hope he gets the boat. I hope he gets the boat.
Go on vacation. And go on vacation with that boat.
Like he just chilling, like with the boat. Like I hope he gets that boat. But that was crazy. And other crazy news that we missed while we was gone. The government revealed that aliens, non-biological humans exist. And nobody cared.
Hey, bro.
Nobody cared.
Nothing new.
Everybody, bro. The actors on strike. We ain't got nothing to watch on TV. That ain't exciting.
Rent was due on the 1st, and y'all coming on July 27th talking about it's aliens.
Tell me about the aliens after y'all raise minimum wage for my homies. So don't tell me about that.
Man, let's fix, if anything. Yeah, so I was like, if the aliens are here, let's just go ahead and get this invasion started. Let's just get into it. Like everything is gone to shit.
Yeah.
I said the only thing we need to be asking these aliens is if do they want to form an alliance? Like some gotta shake.
I want to see they. Right now. I want to see their planet. If they're able to live on Earth, that means there's enough oxygen for me to live there. I want to visit.
I was reading a bit more about it. They didn't confirm like they're studying any alien life, but they said they have reports of non-human spacecrafts and non-biological human something that they found on some of these UFO crash sites.
At some point in time, we do got to realize that we are not the only living form or intellectual form. People, it is things out there that is higher intellectually than us. Like we are probably like, compared to every other world that might be out there.
I've heard the opposite.
You think we're the smartest?
Most advanced, most technology. Most advanced in technology. Yeah.
I feel like there's an equal amount of reason to believe either side because you never know. It took humans thousands of years to get to the point where we at now. depending on your views of evolution and everything else from the caveman age to industrial age, y'all know medieval times, like that time period when folks are using swords and candle wax to walk around, that lasted for hundreds of years. People did not evolve from that until for a long time before we had the technological boom that we had in like what, the 1900s with industrialization.
Yeah.
So plants count as living beings. There could be a planet in a whole nother galaxy that got living beings, but that doesn't mean they're as developed as us.
Yeah.
We got nuclear bombs and stuff, so
I've heard a theory that like some planets have a peak. Like they get so advanced that they just crumble in itself. And the theory is that we probably finna get into that point. Like with all this rise and like AI and all this stuff, like we finna hit a peak and we just finna in itself.
I mean, we already get to the point where AI advancing. We got robots, we got drones.
Facial recognition. They talking about we finna start paying with our palm. Like, cash is about to be non-existent. Like everything's about to be digital.
Look, birth rates going down. We're gonna start being in relationships with robots soon. Folks don't want to have kids. We might die out.
Yeah,
we might die out.
The funniest theory about the aliens I saw is they said they coming down here for the Beyonce concert.
or Drake. Or Drake.
But which artist has a song called Alien Superstar?
And well, Drake was mentored by the dude who say he's an alien from Mars and he's a Martian in every other song.
But which out of the two artists has a song named Alien Superstar?
Depending on their language, alien could be could mean toast.
Which one out of the two released an album last year and is still being played to this day and has sold out concerts for an album that she dropped a year ago?
The aliens been here for years. Phoop, they ain't just get here. That spacecraft's been here for years. For all we know, they came to see Michael Jackson at the Super Bowl some years back. We don't know.
That would be so funny.
That would be crazy.
I want a public statement. When they find one of them, I want a public statement. And I want to hear your 3 favorite artists right now. Who do you fly through to see? You hear the frequency and the satellites. And when you hear that, who's performing? Who do you come down to see?
And you know what? Everybody think aliens are like big green-headed or gray-headed monsters. What if they look human?
Hey,
what if they legit look superhuman?
We have to apologize to that lady on that plane. The one that said she saw a shapeshifter.
I wasn't mad at her. She
needs an apology.
Bro, if I was on a plane, I would either get off with her or start praying my butt off if someone did that. I watch Final Destination, all of them. Look, who not real? Who?
When everybody looked to the back.
Oh, look, she looked upset. I'm not.
Who's the guy that they edited in? The demon from Death Note. Everybody looked around.
Ryun. He was a Shinigami.
Oh man, my joke is that this is just Marvel doing promo for Secret Invasion.
That if they went that hard for that, that's funny.
But the thing was, so this is how the timeline went. Apparently, Marvel had people walking around dressed as Skrulls, and they were appearing in like random news broadcasts or like standing in like people's pictures and stuff. Like that's how they was doing the promotion for it. And then immediately after I saw that, then it's the lady talking about it's a shapeshift on the plane, and I was like,
Hey,
if it is marketing,
I just want to say it's crazy timing that Secret Invasion was filming at the same time the lady on the plane happened, and y'all coming talking about it's aliens. We have proof that aliens exist.
Bro, honestly, I want to get to know them. Look, the human life, the average life expectancy keep going up with modern medicine. If we can talk to aliens by the time I'm 45, I want to visit. Elon Musk get to go to space. Jeff Bezos get to go to space. Can I pay for a ticket? $1,000 to go to space and talk to the aliens?
How far did they go into space?
I don't know. I don't think
it's gonna be 1,000. For a subset of people, it's not gonna be 1,000. You gonna pay what them people had to pay on that submarine. that 250K, yeah.
No,
Bro,
it's
there's
more
been
than that. Just to even be in quote unquote space to float, it
you
costs
gonna need oxygen
300K.
and you gonna need oxygen, food, all that stuff to help you
Now
out
what
when
I'm
you go
saying,
up
it's
there.
gonna be
Yeah,
like 25K plus because you got to get all the materials.
it's probably a
Only a certain amount of people gonna be able to fit in the spaceship.
Look,
And on
bro,
top of that, we haven't conquered the speed of light to go that fast yet to even go to different galaxies.
what's the fastest we gotten to? Like Mach 3 when it comes to our fighter jets and stuff? Have we made it to Mach 3?
Mm,
Can't remember.
I don't know exact speeds.
me neither.
But if y'all had the chance, like, would y'all talk to the aliens? Like, if you actually could, like, be like, hey, what y'all do out there? Y'all listen to music?
How about they come
Mhm.
here first before I just hop in a spaceship and just go? I may not come back.
They might start
Like there's
dissecting my
some of them
body.
spaceships blow up before they even hit atmosphere. Like, how about y'all come here first? Since y'all just dominated space travel, how about y'all come here first?
Look, I saw a theory where somebody was like, what if we are the aliens? What if we were dropped off by our former species across the world to take over this planet on some Dragon Ball Z
I mean,
stuff?
technically, we are aliens. If
Yeah.
we are going under the belief that there are other planets with other civilizations, to them, we are aliens.
We are alien. Exactly. Hey, and what if the meteor that killed the dinosaurs was an alien spacecraft that wanted to put humans in over here to expand their colonies?
That's so crazy.
We got ancestors.
That would be a plot twist for the
That
world.
would be a plot twist. Oh, y'all, we found out that the meteor that killed the dinosaurs wasn't a meteor. It was a spaceship.
And then our ancestors come and say, oh, y'all developed modern medicine. We didn't realize so much
That'd
time
be
has
so
passed.
crazy because if we're going off the belief that the caveman or like the first existence of man,
Yeah.
and we already know that the cavemen were dumb boots. So you meaning to tell me that they booted the dumb folks off the planet and we just evolved from there?
I'm not going to say that's the exact history of Australia, but Australia was basically a prison for Britain. And they was just dumping their prisoners in a whole nother continent. They developed civilization.
That's so crazy.
They got culture in cities out there now.
That's crazy. I guess
Hey.
find out next time on Are Aliens Real with the Blerd Mob. But we got a couple topics that we need to move through. Like I said, we've been gone for a minute. We need to catch up on a lot of things.
Yeah.
First thing we're gonna touch on are the trailers and all the news that came out between San Diego Comic-Con and now. We just went live a couple days ago from our experiences from San Diego Comic-Con and DreamCon. So make sure you guys check out that live stream. And if you don't have time to watch it, it's also available on our audio platforms. So make sure you check that out. But let's get into all of the content that dropped. The first thing I want to talk about is that we finally got the trailer for Invincible Season 2. The first episode drops November 3rd, 2023. After the trailer dropped, we got the Adam Eve one-shot episode to build anticipation for the new season. And I just want to ask you guys, how did you guys feel about both?
I hope Omni-Man ain't the aliens we discovered.
Omni-Man just like, it's go time. I hope he didn't get activated.
I'm bowing down at that point. Look. I give. Invincible look good though. Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
It looks good. The Adam Eve episode was also pretty cool. Like to find out that she's like a little science. Spoilers. To find out that she's basically a science experiment. I was like, that's pretty dope.
And she's basically OP. They put a mental block on her. If she didn't have that mental block, she would basically be OP.
Yeah, it feels like a similar story to like what's her face from X-Men who be accidentally killing
Jean Grey.
folks. So,
yeah.
It gave me like a similar vibes as her, and I was like, okay, your character's a lot more interesting to me now.
That one episode easily pushed her up to top of my list of Invincible characters. If she would just get out this funk that she's in, that she got into in season 1, oh yeah. Okay. How'd you feel about it, Ralph?
I did not watch the episode. I have not started Invincible. I need to watch it.
You got to catch up, Ralph. You gotta
I've
catch
been
up.
watching other stuff.
I understand.
Do you want me to go through the things that I've watched while we've been
honestly,
gone?
yes. Yes, honestly, Ralph, tell me what you have been watching, because you don't be watching the same stuff as me and Phoop. You don't.
Okay. I watched Link Click, which is an anime. Found it on Crunchyroll. Very random. It's realistic issues, except they just kind of hop through pictures and go through the past and try to fix shit. I watched Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Hidden Inventory. That was lovely. We're going to talk about that later. I watched Hell's Paradise, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. I'm watching that now. And I've watched the 86 as well.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I like 86.
I'm ready for the next season.
Yeah, I liked 86.
So I've been busy.
He basically said, "Let me catch up. I'm gonna watch what y'all watch, but give me time to catch up."
Yeah, I had a list and I gotta get through it.
Yo, when you start watching Invincible, you're not gonna stop. I'm telling you. You don't want to be behind on this train, Ralph. You don't. I'm telling you.
No pun intended.
I watched the trailer.
No pun intended. You do not want to be behind when November 3rd drops. You do not.
Listen, I watched the trailer and I just gotta ask, why did Omni-Man say you should have died at birth?
You have to watch the first season. That was
hilarious.
You have to watch the first season. You
honestly,
have to watch the first. That was very fit for his character. Like that was no surprise to me at all that he said that. You have to watch the first season.
Okay. Honestly, that scene ain't even making me laugh because I knew where it came from.
I already know. I know. You have to watch the first season.
We basically heard that joke multiple times.
Yes. He just says it 3 different ways. You have
about 5 or 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You have to watch the first season. Like that one-liner from him did not surprise me at all. It just told me that Omni-Man is continuing to be on the bullshit. And
he's consistent.
He's consistent. Okay. No character growth.
Horrible father figure.
Oh, so you're still a horrible father figure. Okay.
We're glad you're consistent.
We're glad.
Hot take. Who's worse, Gon's father or Omni-Man?
Omni-Man. You have to watch season 1.
100%.
You have to watch season 1. It's Omni-Man.
Jing would never do that to Gon. 100%.
Yeah. You have to watch season 1. Omni-Man, easily worst father of the year.
Worst father of the decade. He deserves a Hall of Fame award.
He should be the first. Like if they had a hall of worst fathers, he should have his own statue. You know how you have that grand statue, and here is our grand messiah, Omni-Man.
And he needs a jersey hanging at the top of the stadium.
It needs to be retired. It actually needs to be retired because nobody.
All of that.
Nobody
could live up to him. Nobody could.
Okay. Retire his jersey. Like there needs to be a surviving Omni-Man documentary.
That's the show. That's the Invincible series, Surviving Omni-Man.
But you have, once you finish catching up on your other anime, Ralph, you have to check out Invincible. You have to.
I will check it out after I finish Jobless Reincarnation.
How far are you in it?
Episode 14.
Of season 1?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I gotta be.
It's on, yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you once you fully catch up, because I like Mushoku Tensei. I love it. I think Portia would get thrown off by the first episode, though.
Yeah, I was thrown off. I've been thrown off for like the first 10 episodes.
It throws off everybody, but then you see the world building and the character development, and you're like, wait a minute, that's creepy, but this is amazing.
Okay. I'm still watching My Adventures of Superman and the Harley Quinn show. I think My Adventures of Superman might be coming to a close just because of how DC does its animated content. So once that finishes,
how good has it been, Phoop? Like, how good has it been?
That I've said this before. I am not a Superman fan, but this right here is some good quality Superman content. Like, I actually enjoy Superman.
Mm-hmm.
In this animated series. They're bringing out some of his rogues that we don't see a lot. We haven't even seen Darkseid. We haven't seen Brainiac. We haven't seen any of the heavy hitters that they usually put Superman against in the higher level content like movies and stuff. We're getting all of his rogues, and we're just seeing more Clark than we are Superman. Like, yes, he does his Superman stuff, but they're making him more human instead of making him like this old godly powerful being that we've seen in like the DCEU and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely been enjoying it. There's humor there. There's like, we're dealing with like real life issues. Like, we're just seeing him navigate life being Clark Kent and also discovering his powers as Superman.
So what's the
Now,
theme or like the vibe of the show? Like, is it on the darker end? Is it more mature? Is it more lighthearted? Because it looks, yeah.
I would say it's lighthearted. It's mature, but it has a lighthearted feel to it. Like bright colors, everything's not all dark and gloomy. The fight scenes are nice. The way that they're, leaning into the powers, how they're developing the characters and like building these relationships, like it's nice. I enjoy it.
Okay.
It's a lighthearted cartoon. You just sit back and you watch it. And I think that's how Superman should be. Like, they always put Superman like on this high godly pedestal, and on one end of the spectrum he is, but at the same time y'all do have to realize that Superman grew up like everybody else, so his interactions and the way that he goes about life is going to be like everybody else. It's just on the side he has superpowers.
Right.
Now, what I need DC to do is take everything you just said, Phoop, and throw it into live action.
We're going to see what James Gunn talking about. Just to get into that a little bit, James Gunn revealed that the DCU will have animated theatrical releases.
I'm not against that because I feel like the old ones were really great. I feel like they animated are better than the live action anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if they're supposed to both tell the same story, I think that's dope. The way that I would like to see it is that the heavy hitters, like the main driving points of whatever storyline he's trying to tell, is live action. And then maybe the animated piece would be like, on some Young Justice Teen Titans, where we're seeing what's happening in between time of these major events. Like, how is it affecting things on a lower level? I think that would be pretty dope.
It would be interesting to see how they share the same universe, though, because i.e., if we see Teen Titans in the background, and then say a few years in, we get a good Batman and Robin movie, like, is the same actor going to be the voice actor for Robin, and how are they going to do that? It's going to be interesting experiencing that.
So that's what Marvel did with the What If series. Mm-hmm. Some of the characters that they included in the What If series were voiced by their MCU voice actor. Like the Black Panther episode, Chadwick Boseman voiced Black Panther.
What about
I can't remember.
Doctor Strange episode.
Doctor Strange was the voice actor for Doctor Strange and things like that. So they could be doing the same type thing.
Okay. That'll be interesting to experience.
I just hope they don't mess up. That's it.
Just because of James Gunn's run, like, even though I didn't finish Peacemaker was a huge hit on HBO Max. The Suicide Squad movie was a huge hit. And the way that he did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies for the MCU, I think he has some pretty good, projects to back him to make me believe that he'll take this DCU thing in the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have high hopes because of all the stuff going to Disney. I'm hoping James Gunn do something big with DC.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea what could be lined up coming in the future? I guess.
So a couple months ago, that was a long time ago, when James Gunn released his slate for Chapter 1 for the DCU. Let me look that up right here. So Chapter 1 of the DCU is called Gods and Monsters. It's going to include...
So just a huge introductory phase, essentially.
It's going to include Superman Legacy, The Authority, The Brave and the Bold, which is the Batman Robin story, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and Swamp Thing. Also, Creature Commandos as a TV series, Booster Gold as a TV series, Lanterns, which is going to follow Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, and then a Themyscira project called Paradise Lost.
Okay.
So we getting everybody. That's
So
dope.
we're getting, from what I like, what he has set up. I'm just ready for, things to hit the fan. We start seeing trailers. We start seeing like how everything is supposed to come together. So that's the only thing he's released as far as the DCU is Chapter 1.
So, okay. I would say that's pretty good then.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does. Especially with him bringing Swamp Thing back. When DC Universe, the streaming service, when they tried to do that whole thing, one of their starting TV series was Swamp Thing, and they didn't continue with it. So I wonder how he's going to take what's already been done, or what's going to be the difference between what they did on the DC Universe streaming app and what they're going to do in the DCU. Lanterns, a lot of people have been asking for Green Lantern content, and we haven't really got any good like live action representation ever since the Ryan Reynolds one. And the fact that they're doing Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan makes me excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paradise Lost is, I'm definitely going to be looking out for that one because it's focused on the Amazons and Themyscira, but it's going to predate Wonder Woman.
That's pretty cool. Gives us a lot more lore and background.
So I do hope for this they do. I wonder at which part. Well, it's already going to be it has to be some Greek god representation in it. Like, that's kind of like the whole point. That's how Themyscira even like got there, is because they were living in the world of man. They got sick of that shit, and then Hera was like, I'm gonna give you guys this island where you guys can just exist in peace. No man can step on this island, all this other stuff. So I hope they dive deep with the Greek mythology aspect of Themyscira and the Amazons as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Again, I'm
Okay.
excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I just don't want them to mess up.
I think as long as, I don't think James Gunn has it in the mindset to compete with the MCU. To me, it doesn't feel like they're trying to compete with the MCU. I think he's genuinely just trying to build a universe. Take some of these DC characters that don't really get a lot of shine, like the fact that he's making a Booster Gold series.
Yeah.
So I think he's on his own trail, and he's just trying to give DC its own thing and not trying to make that DCU versus MCU type thing.
That's the best way to compete, though. In all honesty, stay in your lane, do what works for you, follow your creative ideas, and not just trying to make some money.
I
That's the
said
best way to
this
go about it.
on Twitter like a week or so ago, or X, whatever you want to call it. Now we'll get into that later. But honestly, if the DCEU hadn't been so caught up with trying to catch up with the MCU, they would be shitting on the MCU right now.
And I'm gonna be real. Honestly, even when you talk to most people, maybe it's just because I hang out with y'all, but when I talk to most people, they have a higher affinity for DC. Most folks, before MCU just became the biggest blockbuster in theater and they just started taking over all of AMC and Cinemark, people were DC fans.
What the MCU did, they took a lot of low popularity characters and gave them a pedestal. Because if we want to go back to the early 2000s, the only Marvel characters that were really getting jumped was Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, X-Men, Blade. They did the Blade trilogy. They did a Daredevil movie, and then they did Elektra. Fantastic Four 2. They did the two Fantastic Four movies. And, but MCU did Iron Man. Iron Man wasn't really a popular character like that. They gave him big ups. Captain America, same difference. Like, they did a really good job with building out the universe and taking all those characters that weren't heavy hitters back in the early 2000s, taking a chance and making them top characters. Actually showing that full potential.
Yeah.
So like, I think they did a really good job with that, and I think James Gunn does a really good job with that too. Like, just look at the Suicide Squad in the lineup that he picked. Like, who thought Peacemaker was gonna get him a solo show?
That's true.
Let me get this toy away from my cat because he gonna play with this and be loud.
But like, I do want to move on to the next thing though, because like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, you guys. So, as always, until this game drops, we gonna keep talking about it.
Yes.
this our new Hogwarts legacy.
This is our new Hogwarts legacy. Y'all finna be sick of me. Y'all finna be sick of us. But we have to talk about the Mortal Kombat 1 updates. Starting what they revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, we got the Indians trailer. Then they turned around and did the Masters of Time trailer while we were at DreamCon. And a week ago, I believe that was last Sunday, they showed their Banished trailer, which included Reptile, Ashra, and Havoc. So let's start with the Indenians. So with the Indenians, we got revealed new characters Li Mei, Tanya, and we got to look at Baraka. So
Li Mei look cold. I'm glad she back.
Nice.
Hey, I'm gonna try her out. I'm
glad she back. I think she was from like Mortal Kombat 3 when she was introduced, or 2. She looking dope.
Yeah. She was early on in the game.
Yeah, but the storyline that they gave her in like Tanya, like that's gonna be dope. Tanya's that final fatality that they gave Tanya when she stuck that sword and then pulled out this dude's whole esophagus. I was like, ow!
Cold.
Baraka's combos is nasty too.
I'm gonna be real. Baraka's always been like one of those. When I look at his fatalities, I just never played him. I just never wanted to play with him. He too.
I think I might try out Baraka. I think the way that they've been revealing all of these characters, they have appeal. Like, I want to try out all of them, but there's only going to be certain ones that make it into my main. But I do.
There's only so many combos you can learn.
Yeah, but like, just watching all of these Combat Cast trailers, like, I want to play with all of them. I hope in the story mode we get to play as everybody.
Yeah.
And the way they doing the cameo system, it seems like the way the cameos may like help transport you across the field or engage in combos. Now you got to also match your favorite character with a cameo that helps you get that little fighting style or get your technique down pat.
That's gonna be cool too. We're gonna see tons of videos, tons of articles of this is the best main cameo combo because this, that, and the third. Like, I was skeptical about the cameo system in Mortal Kombat 1, but after seeing some of these Combat Cast trailers, I think they've integrated it pretty well.
Yeah. And you can obviously see, how much time and effort they put in, because it's not just, you take a random cameo character and they're just going to do, similar things to each character to complement them. They all play a different part in their specials, in their, special / X factors, their fatalities. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to play a role in their brutalities as well. So they put a lot of effort and time into this.
They actually, if I recall correctly, I believe Ed Boon said at San Diego Comic-Con that they have been working on this since they released Mortal Kombat 11. So while we was Mortal Kombat 11 DLC, they was Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah. And it shows. It very much shows in the work that they've given us. I wish I want to try the beta. Just to kind of see, get a feel for the game, see how it actually feels instead of just looking at gameplay. So
yeah, the beta drops August 18th and will last to August 21st. So if you have bought, I want to say is it the deluxe, premium, whatever that middle tier. If you bought the middle tier or higher for Mortal Kombat 1, you are getting beta access. So if you didn't know that, now you know.
Yeah.
And that second trailer, this is the first time I saw Reptile and was like,
That's the third trailer.
Third trailer.
Reptile looked nice. That ability to switch from a human body to the lizard, and that lizard looked like something straight out of a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was cold. That was cold.
Definitely. Reptile stood out to me. Ashra stood out. Havoc, when he ripped his arm off and started boom, boom, boom off. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like they are not coming to play. Like every trailer has had some jaw-dropping moment, and it's like, why would y'all do this? Like when Liu Kang did that black hole fatality.
That was disgusting.
Why would you do that?
That was nasty.
Real nasty word.
Ooh.
Real
nasty. But I also think with the Masters of Time trailer, if you pay attention to the interactions between him and Garrus, I think it's going to answer our question of what did Liu Kang do with this new timeline. It sounds like Liu Kang did some bullshit to try to make peace, and that was not going the way he thought it was going to go.
Yeah. And also, I guess I picked up that Kira said somebody may have compromised what he was trying to do already.
I think it's Shang Tsung.
Yeah. Gotta be.
Because there's only a few amount of people who knew about the hourglass, or like the fact that you could switch time. Shang Tsung was one of them. Liu Kang, Raiden, but this Raiden in Mortal Kombat 1 has no memory of that. Then it was Shao Kahn and Sindel. And we don't know if either of them are going to be in the game or not.
All right.
Right.
That probably made Shao Kahn a cameo character.
I don't know. We got to see this next trailer, because even when it came to the Indians, I'm like, still looking for Jade. Would love to see Sindel as well.
Still haven't heard anything on Sonya other than the fact that she's cameo.
Yeah.
Even the Outworlders, we ain't seen nothing about Aaron Black. Devore may not be coming back, it seems like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They running out of spots on that roster. So it's getting very like... Before it was like the roster's endless. We can make all of these theories. But like the more characters they reveal and the more spaces on this main roster that's getting like closed down, I'm getting nervous. Like,
I think it's only 1 or 2 spots left.
It's... Yeah.
Like it's slim pickings. You're gonna have to wait for a DLC to probably see Jade, Ryan.
You're gonna have to wait for a second DLC because that first DLC is already set.
Yeah.
Look, Liu Kang was my main and the Mortal Kombat before the last one, so I might just go back to him.
Yeah. We need a couple more. I think we may have one more trailer. After this, that's going to solidify the rosters and the rest of the cameos. I think we have one left. With the beta about to drop this upcoming weekend, in the game dropping a month after that, I think we got one more good trailer.
And they getting so many throwback characters. In all honesty, I need to start looking at the original characters from Mortal Kombat 1 through 4 and be like, who was in here again?
Because they put Serena as a cameo character, and from what I remember, she is from one of the older Mortal Kombats. Like she worked for Quan Chi or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
I know Ashra is an OG Mortal Kombat character. So I do like the fact that they're bringing some of the older characters back, keeping some of the new ones like Garrus with his first introduction being Mortal Kombat 11, and keeping him in this new one. So I like the mix.
They could have kept Garrus, in my opinion.
I mean,
unless he just plays an integral part to the story.
The story, I only feel like they kept Garrus because I feel like the core of the storyline is going to be what Liu Kang changed with the timeline.
Yeah.
So if he kept Garrus around, it's probably because that might be the only dude that he trusts to like hold this hourglass or to, protect the timeline.
As he said in the trailer, he said, "My only thing is to serve you."
Yeah.
So,
which was his same deal with Chronica. Like he is like he didn't like agree or disagree with her. It's just like, she told me I'm gonna do what you tell me to do. The end. End of story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna crack into this beta on the 18th. See what it's talking about. So so I think that's everything from San Diego Comic-Con. So we're gonna move on to, we got a couple new trailers, and we got the first 5 episodes of JJK Season 2, which was the Hidden Inventory arc. So we're just going to give you guys our upfront opinions about those first 5 episodes. We're definitely going to double back once JJK Season 2 is completed as a whole and do a full mob review. But how did you guys feel about Hidden Inventory?
I joined the hype train. I like Toji. Toji went hard. I love getting the background on Gojo because honestly, from the first season, I didn't even think Itadori was a real main character. I'm just being honest. I was like, and the main character is Gojo. This is the Gojo story. But learning more about him, seeing Toji, I even Gepto, his background, I was like, okay, this is fire. This is fire. I see your mode to your switch to madness. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it.
I have appreciated JJK since watching Zero. So this was basically just a continuation of that. And I was like, okay, I get it. I see where the hype is coming from. They're saying that the second part of this season is where shit gets real. And if it's anything, like if the action, the pacing, the storyline, like the character development is anything like we've seen in these first 5 episodes, I'm with it. I'm down.
Yeah. Most definitely.
How'd you feel, Ralph?
I have been here since day uno of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
Started off, and if you have been skeptical of Jujutsu Kaisen after season 1, season 2 should be the reason you get started, in my ultimate opinion.
Yeah.
Number 1, they switched directors from season 1 to season 2. Season 1 director was Swingo Park, which was he liked the fact that, you know, the background's a little bit darker, scenes was a little bit darker and everything like that. Except in season 2, you notice that it is a bit more brighter. The backgrounds actually fit a little bit more to what's going on in the season, which Shota Gonzano did season 2. So it's been a huge improvement. The fight between Gojo and Toji,
nasty word.
Disgusting.
Nasty
Immaculate.
word.
Disgusting.
When Gojo stood in the middle of that hallway looking like the Antichrist, and he was like, "Didn't I kill you?" And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna kill you."
and he was high off life.
Yeah.
Like when he merged red and blue, and that's how purple was discovered. I was like, "Ooh,
my man reached
nasty.
ultimate enlightenment at that moment."
Yeah. He was just like, "Did this man just kill me? Did I just rise from the dead?" Like,
when he started reaching at that hole in his chest after Gojo knocked him out, I was like, "Ooh, that's nasty."
Blew a hole like y'all know that episode of SpongeBob when that dude got bit by that worm. They was all at the Krusty Krab, and that dude got bit by that worm. That's definitely what they were about. Like somebody just took a big ass chomp out of this man's side.
Oh my goodness! Now, even aside from the Gojo and Toji fight, the Geto and Toji fight, amazing. And apparently from the manga, I looked at a few pages of the manga book, and they did not, in the manga itself, they kind of just kept it to one room kind of thing. In the anime, they made it about the entire area. Like, they included everything. As we've seen Toji, that man is fast. He was outrunning a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, he was moving throughout this entire space.
But I feel like you have to give a little oomph when you go from the manga to anime. You have to give it a little oomph.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
it's a chef kiss. Like,
fire adaptation.
I'm
Mappa
ready.
Has been on their stuff this year. If they don't get
Freedom
the
Boys.
biggest bonus ever...
That's all I want. I just want them to get some more money. They deserve it.
They deserve it.
Freedom Boys.
Keep working, but get them some money. Y'all doing great
Because
work.
they
Y'all just need
doing,
to be
man,
compensated.
Hell's Paradise,
Woo.
JJK
Vinland
Season 2,
Saga.
Attack on Titan.
Some people said Hell's Paradise wasn't even their best work. I was like, it looked good to me.
It looked good to me.
So,
Chainsaw Man.
Look, man. Mappa on it. They the stars of the show right now. I'm not even gonna cap.
Right.
Yeah.
And to even touch on Ryan's point of Ghetto's pretty much choice, his path that he chose. We after Gojo figured out how to pretty much just go into full enlightenment, we saw Ghetto go pretty much into his depression mode. He was depressed the entire time. He just kept the same pose in the shower, on the bus. Like, his mind was just stuck on that moment of, dang, like, he doesn't need me anymore. This is my best friend. And now, he's pretty much reached abilities that I can't even grasp. So what is my purpose now? What is my point in life?
I knew Ghetto was going downhill when old baby got shot.
Yeah.
Everything just went downhill for my guy.
And his politics, he's looking at these folks who are in these like little religious sects, and he's like, Jujutsu sorcerers can't kill humans. It's only our job to kill curses. But when I see all these evil humans that I have the power to stop, it was a conflict of interest. He didn't know how to feel about it. Like, his whole philosophy was switched at that point.
Yeah.
True.
And when that lady had sat down, she was like, yeah, I guess you could kill everybody. He was like, he was looking like, that's all I need. You don't have to say anything else after that.
So I enjoyed it.
So how does he get that line across his head that he had in season 1? Where does that come from?
I'm pretty sure we're probably going to learn that in the second part of season 2.
I assume that we're going to get there at some point. Right now, I think what Hidden Inventory did was set up why Gojo and Ghetto are at a split. Like, why is the tension so tough between them? And you find out in the inventory is because they was besties. They was boys. And it was that one incident that split them up. And now they both have different philosophies that they are dying on. Ghetto is dying on this hill.
Yeah.
So,
like, that was a powerful duo.
When he was in that shower and he was like, you damn monkeys. I was like, there you go. He said it.
That was it.
He's done. The spirit of Frieza has fallen upon this man.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, not Monk. Oh, you there? You
he was there.
You're destroyer of planets. You just don't care anymore. Like, that's
it was there.
We're there now.
When he said it, I was like, yeah, it's beginning. It has begun.
When you call someone a monkey, I just know that you fell from grace at that point. It's over with. There's no saving him.
There's no.
He don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
He don't want to be saved.
So, no. I assume that when we get into this next arc, we'll find out how he got that scar atop his head.
They took me for a ride in this first part.
In 5 episodes.
In 5 episodes.
In 5 episodes. And the second part of this is supposed to. What did they say? This was supposed to be 6 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to last until I think March.
Because it's a full season. We get a full 24 episode season, so we got 19 episodes, 1 a week.
Ooh.
And during Christmas break, usually they go on like a 2-3 week hiatus.
They said it's finna get nasty, y'all. They said any character that you have like latched onto or have some personal connection to, they said just start, planning the funerals now.
I just want to see what Gojo finna do, and I hope I see Toji again. I don't know if they need a flashback. Toji Code. Now I'm looking at his son, and I'm like, Megami, are you gonna catch up? You gonna get there? Is that why Sukuna like you? Because I want to see what you got.
Yeah, it's about.
That's gotta be why Sukuna like him.
It's about to get real. But moving past JJK season 2, so we got a couple other trailers for some movies coming out. We got a trailer for the Continental, which is the John Wick franchise spinoff. Hunger Games put out another teaser trailer for the movie dropping in November, and then we got the first trailer for Saw X.
Honestly, all I got to say is we got some good content on the way. I honestly ain't got much to say. I'm interested in all of them. All three of them. I'm a huge John Wick.
The Continental look hella interesting. And I did not know that the main character was supposed to be Winston.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like it'll be pretty good. I just want to know if it's gonna hold up, because the John Wick franchise like gets its stars on action sequences, how brutal it is, and the whole like the setup of how everything, like how the table works and everything under it. So just seeing how Winston maneuvered through that to get to the point that he was when the John Wick franchise started, I want to see if it's gonna hold up.
Yeah. My only fear for John Wick is I don't want to see John Wick fall from grace. I don't want to see it become Mission Impossible, Fast and Furious, and they just keep milking it till the cow is drained.
Mm-hmm.
But them actually branching off into the Continental series, if y'all are finna build a full universe, I'm interested. If y'all building this full assassin super spy universe, I'm here. I'm here for it. Just make sure y'all keep it interesting. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't kill it off.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ralph.
I say if anything, just leave it a trilogy. Just do three things of it. That's it. And just let it be.
They said it's a 3-part event. The Continental is supposed to be. So I don't know if this is going to be like 3 parts and then we're done. Like this is a limited series type thing, or if they're expected to have multiple seasons. The impression that I'm getting is that this is a limited series type thing. We're getting these 3 parts and then that's it. And that's cool with me.
And depending on how long the episodes are, they don't got to go that far anyway.
Yeah. Hunger Games, just that video that I watched when they was like, yeah, welcome to the Capital Academy. You are going to be the shiny images, the representation of Panem. Everything that you do represents Panem. And I was like, there is so much eerie undertone in this video. Like, we already know the Capitol stays on bullshit. And that's what that was. The undertone of it was very eerie and creepy. And I was like, I'm so ready for this movie.
Yeah.
I haven't been excited for a Hunger Games movie since Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Catching Fire was nice, though. That's when shit got real. Catching Fire?
Yeah.
So I have high hopes and expectations for this movie.
With it being a prequel and you just see how all of this stuff plays out, especially with Snow being in there, and the vibes that I'm getting from Snow are like the complete opposite of what we got from Snow in the Hunger Games movies. So it's like there's so much like curiosity for me in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I need to rewatch the old ones in preparation for it.
Yeah. I did that one weekend. I sat down and watched all of the Hunger Games. And yeah.
Had a good time.
I had a good time. So I'm definitely ready for songbirds and snakes. Oh shit, I got a cough. You know how you talking and then the cough come, but you weren't ready for the cough, and then
make your throat itch a little bit before it come out too. Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not a big Saw fan, but I did watch the trailer for Saw X, and when I watched it, I was like, "Am I on Jigsaw's side?"
Right.
Saw is just a pillar of the community. I don't know what to call it. It is one of those you gotta watch it.
I watched the last one they did, whichever that Jigsaw spinoff or whatever.
Spiral.
Yeah. I watched that one, and that one was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually saw Spiral, but to answer your question, Ryan, I would say the comparison to Saw would be Mortal Kombat. It's like they just keep upping the bar as far as games go.
Mm-hmm.
Because how gruesome can you get? I can't remember which Saw it was, where the dude was already like sealed by like bars and like stuff was like piercing his skin, and he had to dip his hand in a vat of acid to get the key to unlock it while the key was dissolving. I was like, oh, get the key!
It's the games.
I can't remember what that was.
I could never get into Saw just because of how gory it was. Like, I think I watched one Saw, and then they was like, the key is in the back of your head, and you got to scoop out your eyeball. I was like, y'all.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But, like, in this trailer, the way they set it up is that old dude who's behind Jigsaw or whatever had cancer. He went to these doctors that were supposed to cure his cancer. Then something else happened. Found out that they never cured the cancer, and then he was like, "It's game on." And I was like, I don't know if I could be upset or not. Because why would y'all lie to this man that y'all cured his cancer?
Yeah.
Like, we could have saved so many other people down the line just for y'all to not cure the cancer.
Like, that was a plot, like, putting the plot twist in the movie, which may not even be like the full plot twist of the movie, but the trailer itself having a plot twist, I was like, that's crazy.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I almost don't want to see it in theaters because I'm gonna just be up in that thing like,
no,
you know, like especially. I'm just gonna. We'll be there just.
I want it to come out during October, except I don't think they have a date yet for it.
Let me see.
I
thought I saw a date. Yeah, it's supposed to come out September 29th.
Okay.
So around the same time as Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, it'll be 10 days after.
7 days after the Continental.
And when does Hunger Games release?
November. So we get an Invincible and Hunger Games in November. And the Marvels in November as well.
I'm surprised they ain't releasing Saw on Halloween, but it's cool.
And let's talk about that right quick. Why are none of these spooky ass movies come out in October? Why did the Haunted Mansion come out last month?
I mean,
now I'll give them September. They usually release some scary movies between the late September, October time frame. Yeah. So Saw being in September, I'm not mad at that. But why the hell did Haunted Mansion release in July?
I don't think Haunted Mansion is necessarily a scary movie.
But it's got that spooky feel. It's like Nightmare Before Christmas vibes. It's like watching Monster House or Coraline in October. It has that spooky feel. It's not scary like boo, but it has that spooky vibe to it.
Why you do that? Look like boo.
But I'm just saying though, the Haunted Mansion releasing in October, that's money.
Yeah, but then you have to look at your competition. Cause
what competition?
You think Saw is not about to stay in probably until the end of October? That's
two different audiences. The Haunted Mansions is for families. You don't think that somebody might not have a family movie night and go take the fam to go see Haunted Mansion because it's Halloween, it's October, it's a spooky movie.
Wait, didn't Disney say they was gonna re-release, what was it, Coraline or something like that? Some other like scary family, some other scary family movie that was gonna be released in October?
I know Coraline is coming back to theaters in October, but Disney's not over Coraline.
Who's over Coraline?
I don't know. It's not Disney though.
Oh, I thought it was. But I mean, that's competition.
Bro, 2 throwback movies in October, both of them was gonna make money.
They are.
Both of them was going to make. I would say that families would go see Haunted Mansion before they see Coraline because Coraline is actually creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Coraline is actually creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
So I would see somebody taking their family to go see Haunted Mansion before they go take their family to go see Coraline.
I give you that.
October's going to be heavy, very video game heavy though anyway. So you know what? September got the movies, October got the games.
Look, I just feel like it was bad marketing on their part to release a Haunted Mansion movie in July.
Yeah.
They
could at least
They could have spooky ooky that promotion so hard in October.
Spooky ooky.
They could have spooky ooky.
You got mad at me for knick-knack paddywhacking our live stream, and now you saying spooky ooky.
Hey, look, it takes one to know one.
Oh God.
But
Oh
yeah, we got some
man.
good stuff coming up. So with that being said, y'all already know how we get down. Be prepared to get some mob reviews on some of these movies and TV shows and video games coming up. Make sure to follow us on our social media. Some of those may hit our streaming services, and some of those may just center on social media. So just be on the lookout. Moving on to our next topic. I said something about this earlier, but our good app Twitter has been rebranded to X. So just to give a little bit of background, I was reading an article from the New York Times that says that Elon had laid out the groundwork for the name change for some time. When he bought Twitter last year, he formed a new parent company called X Corp for the transaction. Elon envisions X as an everything app that would allow users to share social media posts, order dinner, and transfer money. He said that taking over Twitter was just the first step of his plan. CEO Linda Yaccarino stated that X is the future state of unlimited interactivity. Is that how you
Come
say
on,
that?
reading skills. Come on, reading skills. Pronounce it slowly. Sound it out. Sound it out. You got it.
Center
You
in
got it.
audio, video, messaging, payments, and or banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, services, and opportunities. Just a couple changes that we've already seen in regards to the app. The app itself has changed from the blue bird to the X logo. Tweets are now called posts. Retweets are now called reposts. So basically everything that's tweet related is going out the door, and we're about to step into this new era of X. The hot take is, I got a couple. Let's start with the first one. How do we feel about the switchover?
It didn't bother me nearly as much as it bothered other people, because I was like, I mean, the app still functions the exact same. It does look like a little dating app sitting on my homepage on my phone, but I mean, after you get past that, it still functions the same. And it being an everything app, I'm gonna be honest, X won the war against Threads. So I mean, it seemed like Elon know what he doing with them little bit of that small amount of developers he got now. So hey, I'm looking forward to what the future bring.
You go ahead, Ralph.
I didn't even realize it happened. I woke up
and his Twitter app was X. What are these notifications from X? What is that?
No, it wasn't even that. So I don't know if you guys remember, but the first day, you know, when you opened up your phone, it still showed the Twitter logo, except if you had it in a folder, it would change to X. And I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like, I'm very curious. So I just keep going back and forth. I'm like, is Twitter just changed?
Yeah, them automatic updates kicked a lot of people.
Yeah.
Them automated updates got a lot of people.
Because it was getting notifications saying somebody from X just commented like, that was, what? What is this?
I ain't download this on my phone.
Right.
He had to look at his girl. What app did you just put up on my phone?
What is this? Download on my phone?
X. What type of freak nasty stuff is X? What is this?
but I mean, like Ryan said, it's still the same app, same functions. Nothing really has changed. It's just, you know, a rebrand. That's all it is a rebrand.
HBO Max to Max.
Which makes no sense to me. So I get Elon's plan. My feeling on the switchover is that I get, you know, what the rebrand is supposed to represent. You're trying to push this app into a new era of whatever. But my thing is that you really have to rebrand the app to do that. Because I'm just looking at Meta and how Facebook has expanded into all of these different avenues. Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Business, and things like that, but it's still Facebook. It's just expanded.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Meta is that Meta's just a parent company. So, but I didn't know that Elon actually made a new parent company and titled it. What did you call it? It was X something.
X Corp.
So it's like what I'm looking forward to is just like how you mentioned Facebook has its extended messenger. Technically, Instagram is under the Meta umbrella. Threads is under the Meta umbrella. I am interested. Are we finna get secondary apps? Are we finna get our version of Messenger? Are we finna get a X marketplace?
But everything like that is essentially supposed to be an X. So it doesn't sound like there's going to be a secondary app. It seems like X is going to be everything. But why not just have, here's Twitter by X Corp, and then go on and building your own app?
Well, rebranding it, there are big purpose meanings behind it. Because even with HBO,
I get that, but like Twitter itself I'm looking at it from the fact that Twitter was unique in itself. There's no other app that has tweets or the tweeting lingo, like retweeted this or tweet me on Twitter or do this. Like the branding itself was already so unique within itself. So why just rip all of that out? Why not just build on top of it?
Even though I get that, the only thing I will say is that every company in the tech industry is kind of doing that, and that's the trend. Like even Apple and Samsung, all of these brands have become less and less colorful to where all of their websites, it's just a name in black and white in the top right-hand corner, and that's where you're at. Everything is getting boring, but the purpose of it is also to give a idea of pristineness or like higher quality. That's the purpose of it. It's like the reason cars are mostly in gray, silver, and black, because it gives off a higher what would I say, perspective. A high like you're paying for quality. So I get it. X looks cool to me. That's all I can say.
I'm not mad about the switch over. I just had questions of like, why.
Yeah.
But going to Ralph's point, like it still feels like Twitter. So, I mean, I think that the reason why X has won the war against Threads is because at its core, it did not change. Like the logo's different. Tweets aren't called tweets anymore, but it still functions the same as Twitter did. I think if he completely reworked the whole application, I think we would have had some issues, but it feels like the same application. Just a new name, and he's about to throw some new stuff on top of it.
It seems like Elon is trying to make X into equal to Facebook.
Yeah. That's the vibes it's getting. It's like, hey, we trying to take Facebook's entire audience, essentially.
Yeah.
And how well that will actually go and turn out, since, Facebook is Facebook, is kind of up in the air.
I think a certain different demographic will continue to use Facebook. I think the big thing about this rebranding and the appeal of it is supposed to appeal to the upcoming generations. Like, I have to get X. I can get on social media now. I have to get X.
Y'all, we finna be 40 and we finna be mentioning the word Twitter, and little kids can be like, what's that?
What was Twitter?
Twitter? Are you old? Be like, bro.
Yeah.
You using it now.
So I think a certain demographic is going to continue to use Facebook. And businesses are not going to stop using Facebook. And things like that. But it's just becoming that this is the new generation, the new businesses, the new generation is that, you need to get you an X account. You don't have an X account? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's fulfilling his promises. We got to give it to Elon. He's fulfilling his promises. When he said he wants to make a content creator economy with them blue checks, and just last week, all these folks who got blue checks flexing on everybody saying, hey, I just got paid out. I made $380 off X. Where Elon giving me that money. I was like, okay, he fulfilled that promise. He might fulfill some more. I'm excited to see what come next.
Yeah, so you brought about the payouts. My only thing is that I did see some people upset with like him changing the name. But like, I think we're just moving into a new era of the Twitter that we knew is not going to exist anymore. But the core functionality is still there, and I think we just have to adapt to like the new stuff that's coming. Because we can still tweet, you can still retweet, you can still send people DMs, you can still post your videos, your photos, do your hashtags or whatever. Like the core it's still there. I think we just have to adapt to the fact that Twitter is X. Like, we have to get used to some new terminology, and then whatever the new features are coming out, we just gotta adapt.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think by the end of the year, everybody that uses X will pretty much just be used to it at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
gonna be
one of
second
those
nature.
things. I get it. It's bittersweet because we've been using Twitter forever. Like, a lot of people have used that in like their businesses. Like, people have used it in songs like Twitter Fingers and all that other stuff. Like, we've built a lot surrounding Twitter. And I think it's just a bit bittersweet to let that go and move into a new era.
Yeah.
Dang, people gonna be listening to Drake's diss track in 10 years.
What's
and not know
Twitter
what he was referring
fingers?
to. Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. What's a Twitter finger?
What are Twitter fingers?
Like, shut up! Like,
That means
you don't know nothing about this.
Oh man! But I like that you brought up Threads, Ryan. I think Threads, it's already been known that Threads is losing users, and I think we kind of already predicted that was going to happen with the fact that the features that came out with Threads didn't match up to Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So Threads got two things they can do at this moment. They catch up while we're sitting in this transition to X limbo mode. Like, everything's not fully, hammered on as X. I just saw a tweet from Elon the other day that he's thinking about changing the logo again. Twitter.com is still a thing on the browser.
He still owns it, yeah.
Right. So everything hasn't been officially, like, I won't say officially, everything hasn't been fully transitioned to X yet. So they have some time to beef up that app if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Or they're going to have to, or if they miss the window and everything officially becomes X and Elon starts, importing all of these new features that he was talking about, they're going to have to pull out something big that X can't do.
I feel like folks fell for the hype of Threads, and what I mean by that is everybody was like, it's so clean cut, it's so nice, it's so unicorns and flowers, and my whole thing is, let's just be honest. People like controversy. You want to know why folks like reality TV? You want to know why the Romans had gladiators and why we got football and MMA now? We like violence. We like arguments. Let's just be honest. It sounds bad on paper, but we like it. Y'all like the issues that y'all see on Twitter. Y'all like the arguments. Y'all like it. Let's be honest. There's a reason that someone could get snapped on for being ugly, and if the get back was really fire, they get 20,000 likes. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, and I think it goes into the community I think the biggest thing about it was the community aspect that we were talking about. It's a reason why we engage in the type of content that we do on Twitter. Why our threads, like our Instagram and our Twitter, looks completely different. Like, why we engage into the content that we do. And with Threads being like, hey, you can follow all your friends on Instagram, and I was like, well, that's not really how my shit is set up on Twitter. So it's already you're already introducing a disconnect.
Exactly.
Just from that standpoint. So
and we ain't paying for the app. And the thing is, when you understand supply and demand, like, I already got this app over here that does this. Your app does the exact same thing, but does it cost less? I ain't paying for nothing. Is it less data? Are the videos higher quality when I upload? What am I getting? Oh, less than what I got on the original app. Why would I switch?
Yeah.
Why would I switch?
Yeah.
I think it just takes, for me, like I said before, I think just for me to sit down and actually use Threads would just take too much time. So where I might as well just go back to X anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense to switch.
Yeah. Unless, like I said before, if for some reason Elon just decides to rip out the core of Twitter and just rechange how the app works, I don't think anybody's going to be too upset with this rebrand.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not going to lie, a lot of stuff on Twitter that at first everybody was getting upset about, I like it now. I appreciate the separation of the For You and following pages now by a lot. I go to my following page to see all the fat kid deals. I stay on my For You page to see all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like now that I've gotten used to it, I'm like, I can't go back.
That's
The
all I'm
spaces
saying.
look nice.
That's all I'm saying is that people just have to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's in human nature for us to reject stuff that we don't understand. Why are
Fear
you
the
changing?
unknown.
Why are you switching from Twitter to X? That's we don't like that change. So our first instinct is to reject it. But like once we actually use it and sit down and just adapt to it, then it's as you can see, nothing really changed with the app but the logo.
Yeah,
exactly. You just got to get past that first stage.
Yeah. Like I get it. Like I saw some people, like some content creators are upset because they've built a lot of like their overlays and stuff around the Twitter logo. Like when you use social media overlays, like we even have to change ours at this point.
We do.
That's what I'm saying. So like I understand the frustration that people have business cards with this logo on it. People have websites, people have overlays, like they have heavy pieces of material that goes with their content that fixated on this Twitter logo, and now we have to rip all of that out and switch it to be X. So I got the frustration.
And the frustrations are there, but let's just be honest. It's going to take less than an hour of sitting down in front of your computer and getting it done.
I mean, I get for us, it will take a couple hours. But if somebody if we had hired somebody to make an overlay for us, we got to spend more money just for them to change out a logo.
They should make an X deal. They should.
but I get on the business end for content creators and businesses. I get the frustration because a lot of these businesses outsource. We outsource for a couple things that we did, and if we outsource for our social media overlays, we was gonna have to drop some money to get that fixed.
Yeah. Hey.
So the frustration is understandable, but I think after a while, after everybody has, sucked it up and changed the logo, then it's not too much you have, we'll be fine.
We here.
We here.
We here.
We live.
But we got a couple more minutes. I want to touch on this last topic, and we have to because we told y'all so. On this episode on We Told Y'all So, Disney is planning to implement a password crackdown in 2024. This is coming off the news that Netflix did indeed make a profit off of the password crackdown, but just like we said, from people making new accounts, not from people paying that whatever $7.99 to share their account with somebody who doesn't stay in their household. They made bank off new people who just broke down and made them a new account. So Disney is taking a page out of their book, and they're about to get into it. Not only are they implementing a password crackdown in 2024, effective October 1st, Disney Plus Premium will go up to $13.99 a month. Hulu without ads will increase by $3 to $17.99 a month, and ESPN Plus will increase to $10.99 a month. So we're getting price increases and a password crackdown. This is coming off the Disney past quarter report showing that they had lost 11.7 million streaming customers. And Bob Iger feels like this is a way for them to get that money back.
For the listeners, let me put y'all on and tell y'all why this happens. Because we expressed it in our 2 episodes ago. But I'm starting to learn the proper terms in my business classes now. There's this thing called oligopolies. And that is when companies are like, as you know, it's similar to monopoly, but mono means one. Oli means multiple. Once you get into an oligopoly, it's like 3 or 4 companies.
Why is it not called polygopolies?
Maybe they ain't think about that.
Yeah.
But essentially,
these
exactly. these companies become interdependent on each other. Whoever does something first, we're going to do it next. It happens with airlines, with Delta, Southwest, and American Airlines. It happens with Dr. Pepper, Keurig, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's happening to the major streaming services. I thought Max would be the first one to go.
I thought Max, I thought because we know for a fact that Max has no money, I honestly thought they was next. But turns out Disney ain't got no money neither.
Yeah,
but now we know for sure Max is next. We would make more money betting on the fact that Max would do the same thing than otherwise. Now
it's 100% certain. The fact that Disney Plus,
the newest kid on the block,
broke down.
The newest kid.
Yeah, Max is definitely gonna go for it.
Same for Peacock and all these other apps that ain't even up there for real.
I honestly think once these studios, the major ones, start making their money back, I think they're gonna buy those smaller streaming services.
Yeah,
they already are. That's what happened with Discovery Plus and everything else.
I think Bezos might get to him first because that's the only one that ain't really tripping on financials. They already got MGM.
And here's the only reason Prime Video didn't go up, because overall Amazon Prime subscription went up a few months ago in general. That included that. So they honestly, they came before Netflix. They made some of their money.
But like, I guess with Amazon, like the increase is not solely to the streaming service.
Exactly. It's for their Kindle and everything.
Right. Like they have thousands of services that fall under Prime. So like the price increase is not, limited to the streaming service. In the case of Netflix, Disney Plus, and we're making our third prediction that is going to be Max. This is solely the streaming service.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is. It is what it is.
We told y'all it was coming, though. We told y'all if Netflix turns around and says that they made a profit, that these other companies was going to be next.
I didn't think it was going to be this soon.
Well, the things that I've been hearing about Disney,
the things we learned.
Everything that has been coming out about Disney, one, about Bob Iger saying that they're going to be limiting Marvel and Star Wars content. I heard something about that they have, or maybe they extended it with the password crackdown, but they had until 2024 to prove that Disney Plus was a good investment.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing is, let's talk about what's also going on in social politics. With this strike, we're 2-3 months in it. Mm-hmm. Dates are getting pushed back. Fiscal years do not change. So they're predicting how much money they're going to lose. They're predicting how much money they're losing in each fiscal year. And now they got to make it back.
All them MCU movies that they just pushed back?
But look, where they going to get that money from?
The only last known Marvel movie that we've seen trailer for is that we know for a fact is hitting theaters 2023 is the Marvels. Everything else got pushed back. Exactly. I would be surprised if we get any MCU content in 2024, early 2024.
I don't think we will.
I don't know what the new dates were, but they pushed back those MCU movies once, and something came out a couple weeks ago. They had to push them back again. Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised if a third pushback happens.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just go to indefinitely until
some of those projects did get shut down. Like, well, that's on the Sony side. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 2. I think that's what the second part is called.
Beyond
the Spider-Verse has been paused indefinitely.
They don't know what to do.
That hurt.
It hurt, but I mean, like, hey, y'all pay these people. Pay them people.
Shout out to the actors and writers going on strike. Folks who make minimum wage and paying this too high rent. We need to go on strike too.
Everybody, I seen a tweet that said everybody needs to go on strike. We all just need to go on strike.
Look, maybe I'm just excited with my classes, but the power's in the consumers, bro.
Yeah.
This is how you make your money. This is how you tell big corporations to pay your money. You tell them we ain't going to work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't work, y'all don't get paid. So pay us
Y'all not
more.
making
Y'all
no money.
CEOs.
Like,
There's no reason for your CEO to be making $25 million and your lowest paid employee is making $7 to the hour.
I lied about the MCU stuff. They getting saved. Disney getting saved just a little bit with Loki dropping in October. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Y'all getting saved.
Yeah.
The Marvels, Loki, and Echo is supposed to be dropping in November as well.
Okay.
Y'all got a couple more MCU projects, but after that, you're done.
It's because they got the actors to finish everything before the strike. That's the only reason.
After November, you're done. What's that TikTok song? You're done. You're done.
You're done.
Go ahead and log out for me, baby.
Nah,
Just
for
go ahead,
real.
go home.
Like, as far as Star Wars content, I know they have the Ahsoka series coming out in August, but after that, I've heard nothing else about any Star Wars projects.
Same.
Coming out. A Little Mermaid just got on Disney Plus. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 just got on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Pay these folks their money.
Nah, for real.
Y'all make too much.
For real. And apparently the theme park's not saving them neither. Like, they said the attendance at the theme parks has been dropping.
Well, what you expect when y'all charge too much? Look, I was talking to somebody about that the other day. I was like, bro, as a single individual, I was able to go to a theme park, no family and all that, and it still cost me like $2,000 to $3,000.
So much,
and that was
so much money.
And that was without paying lodging. If I had kids and I had to pay for lodging, it would have been like $5,000 maybe. And I gotta feed them little things.
Not little
Come
things.
on, bro.
It was definitely gonna be snacks in the bag. The way we sat down in them restaurants at Disney World, it was it's a sandwich in there. It's a sandwich in that bag.
Better get you some bologna and some cheese and call it a day.
Exactly.
Buy them a little ice cream. The ice cream treats was $10.
Exactly. But I get it. I understand that companies want to make their money, but if you get too greedy, you alienate your consumers. The minimum wage is already. I ain't trying to get political. Folks ain't making that much money. The folks in this podcast, we blessed. We got lucky, but we are not the average.
Yeah.
We are not the standard.
Paying one and the thing about Disney is that the ticket prices are not standard.
They're going up.
It depends. The prices are going up. Not only are they going up, depending on what day you choose to go, the price will be different from the day before or the day after that.
Mm-hmm.
The prices are not consistent.
They just as bad as Ticketmaster. And they getting sued.
Yeah. As far as Disney theme park is concerned, when they finish with Epic Universe, when Universal finishes Epic Universe, y'all in trouble. I just want to say that right now.
So we are guaranteed to do like a little friends trip to Epic Universe when it's out, though, right?
Oh, I was already going.
Was going to do that anyway.
I was already going.
When should it be done?
I'm gonna do that anyway because that's how I am.
when should it be done again?
They said it should be done summer 2025, but I just watched the update video the other day, and some of this stuff is coming. Like the elements of these lands are like getting built up pretty fast. I would not be surprised if they do a soft launch.
Is Nintendo World a part of Epic Universe too? Because I know the one in LA is live.
Yes. And this one is supposed to be bigger. I just found this out that this is supposed to be bigger than the one in Japan.
Oh, wow.
This is the Super Nintendo World.
All right, summer 2025. I'm dropping $2,000 to $3,000. Okay, we can start. I can start saving now.
I think Disney better get it together because I already know Universal finna have some nasty package deals. Some nasty package deals.
Going hard. And I'm bringing.
They about to have shuttles that go from the current Universal Islands of Adventure to the new part. They building 3 new hotels. It's
Ooh, one of them are Harry Potter thing because ain't like we gonna be exploring the Ministry of Magic.
They're galaxy theme. The whole thing about
Okay.
Epic Universe is that when you step it, they're
Okay.
calling the different lands hubs, and each hub has its own little entrance. So it's like you're stepping into that portal to enter a new universe, but the center of it is all of its galaxy theme. So all of the 3 new hotels are galaxy themed. They have a galaxy themed roller coaster, a carousel ride that they're building in the middle. The restaurants and stuff are going to be galaxy themed. So
I think the hotel industry, since Airbnb might be going down, they need to integrate Airbnb style hotels. Like, I know they got suites that will have like 4 beds, but they need to make Airbnb style hotels that are basically like townhouses
Or
for like
do-
big, large
or
groups.
do like I would say for theme parks, if they did something alongside the timeshare. So like for my dad, the timeshare they pay like a yearly thing, and they get a certain amount of points a year, and you can use those points to book trips. So if the theme parks did something like that, like you pay this annual thing here, and you're paying for the rooms with points, and you can get you a
Yeah.
standard room with this amount of points. Or if you want a big suite or a big room, like kind of like what we had when we went to Orlando, then you have to spend a couple more points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we definitely doing that in 2025. That's going to be a fun summer.
Yeah,
It's going to be a fun summer.
I'm
Great
excited. I definitely want to go when it's open, but I'm halfway skeptical of going when it first opens because I already know it's going to be packed out the
Want to do like, maybe we should wait till like September, like still warm outside, but the kids are in school.
Yeah, because I already know that summer is going to be disgusting. There's going to be so many people there, and if they do anything like how Disney did with that Guardians of the Galaxy ride, when everybody, you have to basically RSVP to get on that ride, I will be pissed. They will be hearing from me.
Yeah. Let's aim for like the 2nd, 3rd week of August, and we'll just isolate that week out. We'll go. I'll be done with grad school too. You should be done.
Yeah.
You ain't have no kids, are you, Ralph? I mean, because if folks have kids, it might be hard.
Ralph said, "Don't put that energy on me. Don't even ask me that."
Take that back.
Boom,
what I
there you
need
go.
you to do, I
Boom.
need you to reach up in the air, grab it, and bring it back in.
Nah, throwing it to you. Boom.
Nah.
This is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna throw it on the ground. Cause I'm tired of you.
Yeah, but I'm excited though. I'm excited to see how all of this plays out. Truly.
Yeah.
Fun times.
The funny thing about this Disney password crackdown is that the Netflix one I did get affected because I was using my cousin Netflix account. They got me. But that Disney Plus account belongs to me. So that's the rest of you. The rest of y'all gotta figure something out. That Disney Plus account, it belongs to me.
My Hulu account belongs to my mom, so I need to see how they might do that.
Oh,
I like Hulu because that's the only place I can watch Bleach. So I gotta watch it today, actually. Ooh.
Yeah. But we got till 2024, so we'll be watching out for the updates to see how this is. Are they gonna do the same thing that Netflix did with the Netflix household thing? We'll see.
Crunchyroll might do a crackdown too. I forgot about them.
Crunchyroll need to chill. We going Crunchyroll needs to chill. They already signing people out if you don't use it at a certain amount of time. Then you finna kick me out and password crackdown. Chill.
Hey, it's coming. It's coming.
Chill.
Anime too popular right now. All y'all watching JJK for free. They finna get their money.
Chill. I'm paying for Crunchyroll. Chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
I pay for my own Crunchyroll, so I ain't gonna be affected.
Yeah, but everybody just needs to slow down.
Take a breath.
We're moving
too fast. Let's start with the high level people like Netflix, Disney, and Max. We was expecting them.
Crunchyroll high level. They got bought by Funimation, Sony, and guess what? Sony getting their stuff pushed back with all of our American actors.
Dang. But they still got I don't know. Look,
don't
they better
go back to high school days.
Sony better start getting in the studio and start shipping out these PS5s faster.
that PS5 Slim.
Them PS5s are saving them.
I heard they got a little discount. I heard the PS5 is like $40 cheaper right now.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
But like, I don't. Now that we brought up the gaming systems, the fact that they have a secondary income from the gaming, they might be fine.
Companies want to make their money though, Phoop.
I understand.
They want their money.
People are greedy.
I understand. But that's pretty much everything that we have for today. We don't want to go too long. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I want to thank you both, Ryun and Ralph, for joining me on another episode of the Blerd Mob podcast. And I want to thank everybody for watching and or listening to this episode. Whether this is your first time or your 50th time, it is always appreciated. And with that being said, go ahead and lead us out, Ralph.
All right. Again, thank you guys for watching and or listening. Make sure you guys go check out our Ko-fi donation link where you can help with equipment, software, and just pretty much keeping the lights on. Make sure you guys check out our affiliate links for Right Stuff Anime Entertainment Earth. Get you some Funko Pops, movies, manga. Hey, you might even find you a new manga you can probably start reading and go find it on Crunchyroll. So please go check us out. Make sure you go follow our socials, Facebook and TikTok at the Blerd Mob Podcast, Instagram, Threads, and Twitch at the Blerd Mob Pod, and follow us on Twitter at the Blerd Mob. And with that being said, we out. Peace.
Follow us on X at the Blerd Mob.
Goodbye.
Oh wow.
That's how.
That's insane.
That's how it was going down. People was in the club with their cosplays on.
I think that was nice though.
So you got Iron Man and Naruto and Green Marshall.